Hey everyone, Mac is back. Today I want to talk about the glorious battle once again. It's been just over a week since its release, and I've learned a few things from it, so I kind of want to get into it, kind of show you what I've learned, and I think there's a lot of confusion out there about what you can and can't do, and I kind of want to go into that, so let's get to it. So here we are in the main map, and as you can see, my alliance has branched out and took some of these buildings, and each building has some use from it. But even to get before to get there, the main goal is to, I mean, they're still bubbled in here, is to get to this last glorious city here is what you want to get. Now, this is going to be very difficult, and only the whales are going to be able to do this because they have level 5 troops in here. And it's already more extremely difficult, and I don't know if they'll nerf that or not. I think they might, to kill the tier 3 troops in some of these other buildings. Like even here, this large military, if you view it, it had level 3, and it's very difficult to get to kill. So if you are a whale and you have, basically you have to have the reinforcement skill on your dragon to be able to take these buildings. You need to choose a pure troop type in either infantry, cav, or spear, whichever one is your best. You have your best stats in, and then be the first one to go there once you attack it, and just keep attacking it. Now, there's going to be times when you get to for instance, these fortress here was very difficult, and this large military city was also very difficult. So once you get there, that one's going to be. You're gonna take some losses. It's just the way it's gonna be. You're gonna fill your hospital up a decent amount. You're gonna have to do use your resources for that. Now so that's the attacking portion of it. And if you're an attacker, you definitely want to be in the offensive, because the offensive has a better tree. So yeah, there it is. So you can see here the army assault. You can see that there's army defense, there's army protection, strong. I mean, this is all military tree, just like you would if you were in regular battle PvP. Now, for the rest of us, we probably want to be in logistics. So very few are going to be here in the offense. Most of us are going to be in logistics. Some of us will want to be in the defense, but that's just basically when you're getting attacked. So if I and you can't switch these. Yeah, you can only switch these every 24 hours. So I've been sitting in logistics for a while now, so I can switch at any time. The 24-hour time has lapsed. So if we do get into trouble where we need to be with fighting, then I could switch to defense. So right now we have 95 in offense, which is, if there's a bunch of whales, that's probably too many. And we have, you can see 704 logistics, and then some defenders, which I'm not sure why they're there. We haven't been attacked or attacked anybody, so nothing's been going on there at all. So make sure you're in the right mode, basically. Most of us are going to be in logistics, especially if you're not a whale. I'm 600 million power, and I'm in logistics. It's very, very difficult to be, to be in the offensive one. So basically, what you're doing, if you click on, your very first one down here, and you click View, you can see that you're going to be trading. You can be trading efficiency here is 6,000 per hour. And the 6,000 is actually the armaments, and you can see up here we have 182 million armament supply. You want to build that up because you're going to use that for your military, for when you're fighting, or for when you're defending. So you're going to need that, and you can see these ones here are transporting it. I mean, it's good to transport it to at certain times, but right now, maybe the large military, maybe one around here where if they might try to attack one of these 3 buildings from this Tempest Gate, then that's possible as well. So maybe you want to build that up just to for defensive purposes. So that's all something you all want to consider as well. And then there's also where was it here? So like for the fortress, there's also the transport. So you can go in here and you can transport up to 120,000. It tells you the march time. That's whatever that they're doing out here, and then it'll subtract it from your armament up here. So that's basically what you're going to be doing, especially as logistics. You're going to be either trading, and also let me find the other one too. You can construct as well. So if there's no construction in that city, you got to find a city where you can construct something. A lot of it's already been taken care of in our in our alliance here. So yeah, there's nothing I construct. There was something that I could construct before. And if you can do that, it takes 5 minutes. But you only have, if you look up here, this tab on the left, you only have 2 deployments, and that 2 in your queue for deployments. So you can actually do that. You can actually increase this. I'm sorry. And you can see up here the marching. I have 53 of those. Those are what you're using for like when you're trading. You'll subtract 2 marches from that. Same thing as you're doing when you're constructing. You can see right here, insufficient marching queue. So you can open this up, and it'll show you who's doing some of the construction. Now the construction takes 5 minutes, and you don't gain any of the glory points for it. But this helps you a lot, probably a lot more than the trading actually does. So if you're online for a considerable amount of time, do the 5 minutes. If you're going to be away for like 8 hours or so, then do the trading here. Now when it comes to the trading, like I said, down here you saw when we viewed this, it says 6,000 an hour. We'll look for the other merchants, so the next one right beside it. If you go to view that one as well, that's 9,000 per hour, so that's a little bit better. Then we go up to here, we view this one, and now you're talking 12,000. So you probably want to do more of these ones. So if I go to click on this one though, there's also a problem with that, because if you trade, you see this one has 171 of 171, so this one's already maxed out. You can't do that anymore. However, if you go to this one over here, and I go to trade, you can see there's 100 of 157, so there's still 57 more that can do that. These actually give you some glory points. They give you, from what I saw when I did mine today, I was about 275 points. So if you click on the Glory Siege here, you can see I have 1,758 points, and that's where you get these prizes from. Now it's a little selfish if you're just going for this and not trying to help your alliance out. I would suspect that you want to do more of the construction when you can, and of course, like I said, when you can't, then you want to try to get these points, because this is a 30-day long, event, so you're going to have a lot of time to be able to get down to what's the end here, 30,000 of it, if you just keep doing 8 hours, constantly. And you get 2 marching queues, so it's about 550, I think, is what it was almost, and that's in 8 hours. So that's really nice as well. And then the other one you saw up here was that's what I just showed you. The wheels, we had talked about these before, but just looking at them now a little bit more. So this one obviously is very good for just about everybody who doesn't have the troop appearances maxed out, because that's really, really good. Now, I would suggest it's probably a good idea to unlock Darius as well, especially for the combat rate that you get in the tavern. And there's some other things here too, of course, like the epic tokens, you can get them, and more medals to him, you can upgrade them. The books are always really good to have too. And then the very last one, which I think is a little underrated, is this one, because this actually helps your dragon, these blessing stones, and then also you can see here you get 10 of these experience scrolls, so that's 5,000 experience. And I know a lot of people are trying to upgrade their dragons, so like this would be very good. The worst thing you could get here would be obviously the black bear meat, and even the marks of the dragon aren't that great. But I mean, you're still talking the other ones are really, really good. So you really can't go wrong when it comes to that. And then let's see, the world progression was another one. So you want to make sure you try to do this progress as far as you can. And as you can see here, when the countdown is over, your faction has occupied at least 9 cities. Okay, we did. We're at 17. So we're gonna get the next one. So whenever a reset comes, we're gonna get this one. So just make sure you keep clicking on these. Check the next one. Check the next one. What you need to get. Make sure you get that every single time. And there's more, of course. You're gonna keep going. I would assume. Well, there's the Glorious Lord. Yeah, when the countdown over, your faction has occupied a glorious city. So we need the Glorious City. That's the final. Progression that you can do as well. The command. This one I did. Yeah. So there's not much here. There's contribution points from from all the alliances actually. I would suggest to maybe not attack the other factions that are here right away. I mean, maybe once we get up into this area up in here, up to one of these glory gates or something, then maybe you want to attack. But it's just a lot of death, a lot of lost troops if you want to do that. And if the whales want to do that, then so be it. Let them go and do their thing. But that's kind of where we are. The other stuff is just the rankings that you have. These individual faction rewards you get in this. And of course, the beginning was just to show you kind of a thing, what to do. So try when you're away from your computer, get the trading, and do some construction as well if you can. Like I said, they're 5 minutes a piece, so they take a very short amount of time. You're going to be using your marching here. So you'll subtract these from every time you construct or you do your trading. So that's kind of where it is right now. The fighting that's going on, I guess, is not as much as you would think right now, because people don't want to lose their troops. They're already losing their troops to these buildings that they have to attack. So instead of doing that, they're going to they don't want to kill each other, because it'd be even, and maybe eventually that's going to happen. I've seen it on some glorious battle maps where they have actually fought each other, but I think those are more for the bigger alliances, and even them, they're still having trouble unless they're like a complete whale alliance. But you can also, here as a declaration, you can declare war on it. See, I'm not a commander, so there's only certain people who can actually do that in your alliance as well. So they can actually the ones who have to declare. So you have to kind of coordinate, and you might want to create your own Discord for that, or own channel to talk to everybody that wants to participate, instead of having to put it in your in your chat or something. So just consider that as well. That's kind of what I've learned. I hope this video is not too long for you, but I just wanted to kind of break things down a little bit more. So until next time, Mac out.